Good morning, and today I got a little sidetracked and decided that the 6.0 needed wheels and tires. And I was already at my buddy Andy's over at Crown Customs down in Danville, Illinois. And I was getting some of my 2616s, put some new tires on those. And I was like, you know what, there's TISs literally everywhere, so why don't we just find a set for the 6.0 for now? And I came across these, 8x170, 22x12. I know, it's not a 26 like I usually do, but you know what? It'll do for now. It's going into winter, and this will look awesome on that truck. I think we'll throw a 37 on these, so we got to get these out of the shop, and then you said there's 37s?
Yeah.
Where? So one of my buddies bought 37s for 22s he was going to buy today, but then somehow we went from 22s to 28s. I should have just bought the 28s for the 6.0.
I beat him to it though.
Yeah, literally. Anyways, we got 37, 1350, 22s for the 6.0. We just got to find the other two tires. There's one. And there's one. So we got to get all these tires rolled out. I also found a Yeti cup laying in his shop. And I said, hey, if I'm buying wheel and tires, I'm getting a Yeti cup. The only reason I wanted this is because, you know, it matches the hoodie that I have to the back of the truck. And then my mega cab is out back getting an alignment. And yeah, oh my God. Bro, why do you have so many tires here? You sell wheels and tires? I didn't think you did.
Supposedly.
Wow. I've never had an all black wheel.
They don't spin though.
They don't spin, but we could easily get floaters for them.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, actually I probably have a set of floaters at home, so we're gonna mount these really quick. We came down here to get 22x12 KG1s and these tires, and now we're going home with 28x16 TIS wheels. What?
You're doomed, dude.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Come on.
Anyways, we're going home with 28x16 TIS wheels. We're going home with 22x12 TIS wheels, 4 Giottos. The mega cab is getting an alignment, and yeah, it should be a good day. We get to go home and put wheels and tires on the 6.0 because the 6.0 is also at alignment as well. But they're gonna get all these mounted and balanced really quick. I got lug nuts for it. I got my free Yeti cup. I got a lot of things that are going home with us for the 6.0.
28s, because 28s come with free Louis.
28s come with free Louis?
Yep.
Well, they're
my
also,
size too. That's
they're
crazy.
also free if we just put them in the truck.
Open the truck. Let's go.
All right. Hurry up. Free Louis Vuitton shoes. Well, let's go sell them to Gabe.
Oh, dude, he'll buy these.
Actually, he has that pair.
Does he?
Yeah.
I got all of them.
28x16s. Obviously, you guys know I love TIS wheels. I'm kind of jealous that I didn't just make this deal and get these for the 6.0, but you know what? I'll probably end up with them because they're sick. And they're 8x6.5. We got to put an adapter on it. And by we, I mean all of Andy's guys at Crown Custom did it. We didn't touch anything. Yeah, this thing is like stupidly wide. But they're mounting those. I got to load up wheels and tires, get my truck off of the alignment rack. And yeah, I'm pretty geeked to see the 6.0 on wheels and tires. Was not planning on coming home with these, but we are today. Just got back to the house with the wheels. As you guys seen, we just washed your truck because it was a little dirty. Wheels and tires are here. I have the adapters. Well, I should say the spacers here for them. 22x12 TIS 547Bs, I believe, with a 37, 13, 50, 22 on them. Those are gonna look pretty sweet on this truck, especially since we're going into the winter months. Putting like a big wide forged wheel on it just wouldn't make the most sense. So I'm going to get this truck jacked up, take off all the lug nuts, get the stock wheels put away, and then this thing should look pretty sweet with some 37s on it. Right now, it's very big of a truck. And then when we get a 37 on there, it's gonna lift it up a lot more, obviously. So let's get these thrown on and see how this thing drives with those. I'm kind of hyped because we have a front bumper for the truck as well that is laying around somewhere. So once the front bumper is on the truck, it's gonna complete it. I know we need to get it painted yet still, but you know, for now, it's gonna have a lift and wheels and tires on it, so that's cool. I also gotta hang up that trailer plug because that cannot be hanging down like that. So let's throw these tires on, and yeah, I want to go drive this thing with tires on it. Always torque your lug nuts. Yeah, that's torqued. That's sick. So I am currently driving the 6.0. I got all the wheels and tires onto the truck. This thing actually drives pretty good. I did forget to put the carrier drop on the truck, so we turned around to go back to the house to install the carrier bearing drop on it, because obviously when you lift these trucks, you either have to get a new drive shaft for them, or Rough Country supplies you with a carrier drop that basically drops down your carrier bearing. That way you have the perfect angle from factory on this truck with that drop installed. But this thing drives pretty good. We have it aligned and it is on the wheels and tires. It literally looks sick. I cannot wait to get this thing painted, get the front bumper on it, all that stuff. But I'm currently headed to the house to throw that drop on, and then yeah, I'm trying to think about what we should do next to this truck, because I actually really love this truck. I want to get the switchback bulbs inside of it and the headlight bulbs inside of it from Lasfit. So I'll probably do that. And then we have the headliner out of the truck at the house right now, because Glow Gang hooked us up with a 1000-piece Starlight headliner kit, I think. And we're going to get all of that installed, and obviously there will be a headline on the roof of this thing and it actually look like a complete interior. But right now, let's get that carrier bearing drop on it before I throw the drive shaft out, because I already have bad luck as it is with drive shafts, and the last thing I want to do is be stuck on the side of the road with this truck. 22x12s, as I was saying, 547Bs, 37s. This truck literally looks insane. Like, it's honestly one of the bigger trucks in the driveway, minus the mega cab, because you know that's the biggest truck now. Actually, that is the biggest truck I own now. You guys just don't know that. Yeah, we'll stop talking there about that. But anyways, wheel and tires turned out sick. There is a 2-inch spacer down inside there, as you guys can see. And then we did my crossover steering on it as well. We still have to get the drag link powder coated. But the headlights I want to get working, because right now there's no bulbs inside of them. And you kind of need headlight bulbs to drive it at night, because I'm now going to drive this truck every single day. So we're gonna pop the hood real quick and then figure out how to take a 6.0 apart, because I really don't know how. 6.0s are not my cup of tea. Should be 2 more bolts over here. Yep. Somehow this should, oh, we got 1 more bolt. We're missing bolts. Kind of like a 2G headlight, ain't it, Jaden?
A little bit.
Take a bolt off there, bolt off there, bolt off there. 3 bolts and you're out. Ta-da! Now the headlight should come out. Somehow. Oh, we missed another bolt. There's 4 bolts. 4 bolts to hold this headlight in? Yeah, literally. Be patient with me, guys. I've never had a 6.0. And now all we can do is learn. As you guys know, I work with a company called Lasfit. Now, Lasfit has headlight bulbs to bed liners to floor mats to literal air compressors that will air up a 37 or a 40 in no time. But today they're nice enough to send us out some LED headlights, some switchbacks, some little marker lights for the front of it, and reverse lights. Reverse lights I actually already installed on the truck, just because I kind of wanted to get them in when I put the bed on and got the taillights all set up. So that is a Lasfit reverse light, which that is very easy to install. All you gotta do is take off your tail light, take the pigtail out, it plugs right in. They're very bright at nighttime, and like, look at that. That looks a lot better than the stock factory one. But the main focus today is up here getting all of these headlights, turn signals, switchbacks, and the little marker lights into the headlight. So on the Fords, you have your headlight bulb from Lasfit that goes right into here, threads in very, very easily. And then you have the little LED light that goes into this pigtail. We plug this in just like that. Lasfit names on it, because you know Lasfit is the best place to get your headlight bulbs from. And then you twist that right into the back of the headlight. That one is ready to go. Then we'll put the switch back into here. That'll go into the back of the headlight, plug it all in, and it should be a lot brighter when we get that done. Got this one back inside of it, and it should be a lot better at nighttime than having no bulbs at all, because when I got this truck, it was obviously all apart, and headlight bulbs decided to get up and walk away. So we got every other part with it, minus the bumper and the headlights and grill. But obviously you guys know I went out and got new headlights, new grill, new bumper, new mirrors. Got the chrome mirrors on it as well. I'm probably going to eventually change these out to a switchback, because I think right now it's just a turn signal. Doesn't have like a running light. And obviously we need running lights on our mirrors. Every other truck has them, so why not just put them on this one as well? Oh, header in reverse, Terry. Perfect. Moment of truth. Pretty bright?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn, that looks sick. So we got the LED switchback, we have the LED marker light, and we have the LED headlight, and that is literally just one big giant LED. I wonder how the turn signal looks.
Oh yeah.
Looks sick. Damn. Yeah, that's awesome. We gotta change out that bulb on the mirror eventually. Good thing Lasfit has bulbs for literally everything. Okay, let's get the driver's side taken out and get those bulbs inside of it. Then we'll really be able to see the look of the truck from the front end with all the LEDs on. Ta-da! All done. So Lasfit headlight bulbs, Lasfit switchbacks, and then Lasfit marker light bulbs. As you guys see inside the rear, we have the Lasfit reverse light bulbs. But yeah, these things are literally very bright into the daytime. And they have these switchbacks inside of them. As you can see, these switchbacks go to amber when you put your turn signal on or your hazards. But yeah, this thing is literally brighter than the sun. Like, it's daytime right now and you could see these headlights from a mile away. But if you guys are interested in any of these awesome products for your 6.0 Power Stroke, click the link down in the description below, head over to Lasfit, use my code at checkout, save you guys some money, and enjoy the rest of the video. So a few more things I want to talk about that is my plan with these 6.0s. Obviously, I want to get the truck all the way painted. I'm going to go ahead and probably smooth out the badges right here on the truck, or find a factory Ford emblem that I like and color match it. Color match the bullet antenna. I have been thinking about color matching the whole top piece to whatever color I do for the body. Obviously, color match mirrors. I'm thinking about leaving the chrome caps because I like the chrome style caps on the chrome grille and headlights, because my third gen has all the chrome accents up front. It's different. It's not a full color match truck, but you know what? I think that would look sick, leaving some chrome accents on it, because eventually I will be putting a forged wheel onto this truck that will be polished. I'm also thinking about doing the frame this winter. I know that is kind of a big project, but I have a lot of friends that are very, very good with these 6.0s and the platforms that these trucks have. So getting it stripped down wouldn't take us that long. The motor doesn't leak at all, so I would just go ahead and just paint the motor, clean it up really nicely, make that look good. Maybe put a ZF6 inside of it, because I do want a manual 6.0. It's always been a dream of mine. And I was thinking as well, maybe one day take that bed and make it into a dually bed, because obviously, as you guys know, everything has to be a dually. But right now, we got the truck into a running and driving form. We still have to throw that carrier bearing drop inside of it, but that won't take us long. We'll do that later today. The powder coat came out amazing on the whole truck. This is one of my first trucks that I have done powder coat leaf springs on. Then we have the 4-link bars from Marf Country, because the factory bars are like a radius style arm that don't have any adjustments inside of them. So obviously with the Rough Country ones, you have an adjustable Heim joint / Johnny joint at the frame right here. Everything hooks up to the factory spot on the axle. As you guys know, I literally love these shocks. Those things look amazing. Some more things I want to do is get the axles powder coated when we do the frame, but I might do the axles prior to the frame just to clean them up, because right now they are 06 axles. I do have diff covers on the way for this truck, so that'll be sweet when those are installed. Those are actually coming from our friends over at SPE Lab. As you guys know, I do a lot of work with SPE Lab. They have a bunch of awesome products. As you guys see, we have their diff cover on my brother's red 3rd gen, so we will be doing some of their products of upcoming videos on this thing, but the truck really doesn't need much. If we come inside, I want to get the seat reupholstered, get the interior all detailed. Good thing our boys over at Infinite will get this thing all detailed, looking brand new once I get the headliner back inside of it. And then we got all new cab mounts on it. The back seat, we have some old lug nuts and some valve cover gaskets set here, and plugs for all of the rock lights. Glow Gang was nice enough to hook us up with some rock lights for the truck, so we'll be scattering these all around the whole entire truck. I think that should look very sweet once we get that done, because then at nighttime all of the powder coat will be lit up. We also have a Starlight headliner kit that will be going on to it. The headliner for this truck is already black, so that saves us a lot of time. Don't have to dye the headliner, but overall, I literally love the 6.0. And the best part about it is we got a gooseneck ball. Now, as you guys know, I love using my trucks to actually work. I don't just build trucks on social media to just take the shows. Like, I will take all of these trucks to shows, you know. They're not 100% perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, my Mega Cab has rock chips literally all over it. I know I do gotta get that painted, which I am going to be doing here soon, once I catch up on some of my other work. But I use these trucks to actually work with. Like, I will hook up the trailer to this truck any day. I'll tow an excavator with it, and I have no problem running it off the road and actually using it for what it's for. I see a lot of comments, and people are like, He doesn't use his trucks for what they're for. He didn't build anything. It's all a pavement princess. Anybody who wants to put that to a challenge, let me know, because I will literally run this thing off a cliff and use it for whatever you want to tow behind it, because that's what these things are built for. You know, this truck actually, out of all the trucks I have, including my cabin chassis, this truck has the most power and hauls the best. Now, is it practical? I wouldn't say it's practical at all for towing if you want to go long distances, but you know what? This truck will do it, no problem. I'm used to driving big lifted trucks, so towing the gooseneck with these things is nothing for me. But as you guys know, gooseneck ball inside that truck, inside basically every one of my trucks, because I do like using these trucks to tow with. But I'm trying to think about some more things we could do to the 6. So I have a lot of plans for it. I have basically like an open build sheet we could do with this truck. I don't know what color to paint it. I'm really going back to the factory color. Like that color is really nice. We actually cleaned it up. It has like a sparkle inside of it. Getting rid of the two-tone, painting that truck all this color. Get it literally looking like a mirror, because right now the truck is kind of sanded all over the place. I don't know who would start sanding in the back of the cab and then hit the door with a forklift. That makes no sense at all. But yeah, drop a comment below on what you guys want to see happen with this truck. We could do literally anything with it. We can make it match this truck. We could paint this one and this one 2 different colors. We could paint the 3rd gen across the street. And yeah, I don't know. So drop a comment below on what we should do with these trucks. But with that being said, I have a lot to get done with this build and with a new build that you guys will be seeing soon. As you guys might have seen earlier in the video, this is literally the biggest truck I now own, which is sad. So give you guys a hint, the big 2nd gen is gone, and what I replaced it with is literally the sickest thing ever. So be on the lookout for that video coming soon. But with that being said, that's going to end today's video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.